The shocking truth behind why NASCAR almost banned the Ford 302 engine. For decades, NASCAR has carefully guarded a dark secret, a hidden chapter from racing history involving Ford's legendary 302 cubic-inch engine. A small block V8 that, for reasons NASCAR refuses to fully explain, posed a threat so severe it almost shattered their carefully maintained hierarchy of speed and power. Official NASCAR archives on the 302's true capabilities have vanished without explanation. Internal memos have been quietly shredded or conveniently lost.
Bam! Solid match.
There are whispers of secret tests, hidden engineering prototypes, and mysterious teams operating in the shadows. To this day, many within NASCAR remain tight-lipped about this seemingly humble engine, perhaps fearful of reigniting old controversies or uncovering deeper conspiracies. Why would a compact, lightweight engine cause such panic within NASCAR's inner circle? And what was so revolutionary about its design that official records remain suspiciously vague about its true performance? Today, for the first time ever, we blow the lid off NASCAR's best-kept secret, revealing the shocking truth behind why they nearly banned Ford's iconic 302 engine. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Muscle Car Masters channel for more thrilling revelations from America's golden era of muscle cars. Are you ready to uncover NASCAR's darkest secret? Let's get started. A small engine with a big impact. At the height of America's muscle car era in the late 1960s, Ford was quietly preparing a revolutionary small block engine designed to redefine racing standards, the legendary 302 cubic-inch V8. Developed from proven predecessors like the 221, 260, and especially the iconic 289, Ford's engineers aimed to build an engine that could surpass larger, more powerful rivals through sheer balance, weight efficiency, and high RPM performance. Unlike heavy big blocks that dominated NASCAR tracks, the Ford 302 delivered agile handling and exceptional responsiveness, qualities perfect for the more technically demanding tracks of the era. Ford first showcased the true potential of this compact powerhouse in the 1969 Trans Am series, fielding the specially engineered Mustang Boss 302. Driven by renowned racers such as Parnelli Jones and George Fulmer, the Boss 302 quickly earned its place in racing history by directly challenging, and frequently beating, larger displacement competitors, including the formidable Chevrolet Camaro Z28 and AMC Javelin. Jones's 1970 Trans Am Championship victory was clear evidence of the engine's capabilities, raising significant concerns within NASCAR circles about the 302's potential implications for stock car racing. Recently uncovered internal memos from Ford's engineering team have added fuel to ongoing speculation, suggesting that the company saw far more potential in the 302 than publicly acknowledged. One previously classified Ford engineering note starkly declared, "This small block has potential far beyond Trans Am. NASCAR remains oblivious to what we're developing." While the full scope of Ford's ambitions remains partially obscured by missing or incomplete historical records, it's clear that something profound about this compact engine disturbed NASCAR's leadership, prompting swift behind-the-scenes action. But what exactly did NASCAR officials see in the Ford 302 that caused them so much alarm? Why have certain test results, prototype engines, and critical documents from this period seemingly vanished? The clash with NASCAR's big block empire. Throughout NASCAR's iconic golden era of the 1960s and early 70s, dominance on the racetrack was straightforwardly defined by one thing: engine displacement. Colossal power plants like Chevrolet's thunderous 427, Ford's intimidating 429 Cobra jet, and Chrysler's legendary 426 Hemi set the standard, symbolizing NASCAR's obsession with raw horsepower and brute force. To NASCAR executives and traditionalists, bigger engines weren't merely a preference, they were the cornerstone of racing's identity and heritage. Yet, beneath this seemingly unshakable tradition, Ford carefully began positioning their small block 302 as a direct challenge to the established order. By the early 1970s, Ford daringly proposed equipping their large-bodied NASCAR vehicles, particularly the formidable Ford Torino and the aerodynamic Mercury Cyclone, with the compact yet remarkably capable 302 small block engine. NASCAR's rulebook contained ambiguous wording on engine and chassis pairings, allowing Ford to exploit this loophole boldly and strategically. Insiders recall the shock and anger this proposal stirred within NASCAR's highest ranks. According to recently revealed testimonies from a former NASCAR official speaking anonymously to protect his identity, Ford's small block approach wasn't simply innovative.
It was a direct provocation, a calculated insult aimed squarely at our big block heritage. We saw it as an open act of defiance.
Soon, suspicion permeated NASCAR circles that Ford's intent went beyond simple competition. Internal discussions escalated behind closed doors, with accusations flying that Ford might have conducted clandestine tests or developed secret prototypes capable of unprecedented performance levels. Key internal records concerning the testing and specifications of these 302-equipped stock cars inexplicably disappeared, fueling rumors that evidence was deliberately concealed or destroyed. What exactly was Ford hiding, and why did NASCAR executives respond with such alarm? Had Ford stumbled upon performance breakthroughs in these vanished experiments? Breakthroughs capable of undermining NASCAR's big block philosophy forever? The hidden panic in NASCAR's secret war against the Ford 302. By 1972, NASCAR's leadership was quietly facing a challenge unlike any in its history, one that threatened their long-standing traditions of big block supremacy. Amid the fierce competition that year, an independent driver named Jack Reynolds emerged from relative obscurity, piloting a Ford Torino powered by the compact yet formidable 302 small block engine. Unlike previous Ford entrants that relied heavily on big block muscle, Reynolds' consistent victories against significantly larger engines sent shockwaves throughout NASCAR's top ranks. His improbable success led to intense speculation, raising uncomfortable questions among officials who could not reconcile his outstanding performance with their preconceived notions of horsepower dominance. Determined to uncover suspected foul play, NASCAR made an unprecedented move mid-season. In full view of spectators and rival teams, officials ordered a public trackside teardown of Reynolds' Ford Torino engine. Eyewitness accounts recently recovered from archived recordings vividly recall the scene as NASCAR technicians meticulously disassembled every component, desperately searching for hidden or illegal modifications. Yet, despite extensive scrutiny, they found only an entirely stock 302 engine. No tricks, no secret enhancements, just masterful engineering and skillful tuning. A former crew member from a rival team who witnessed the teardown firsthand recalled,
NASCAR officials stood there in disbelief. The small block Ford was genuinely stock, yet it had completely defied their logic. You could see panic spreading quietly among them.
Behind closed doors, recently leaked internal NASCAR documents reveal the extent of the panic. Senior officials, deeply concerned about smaller displacement engines undermining their big block-centric identity, quickly implemented discreet but significant rule changes. A new strict displacement cap of 366 cubic inches was introduced without public discussion or justification, a measure specifically aimed at eliminating the potential advantage of compact, high-performance engines like Ford's 302. An exclusive interview with a former Ford racing engineer who requested anonymity due to ongoing sensitivities recently surfaced, offering deeper insight.
After the 1972 teardown incident, it was made explicitly clear to us NASCAR wanted the small block challenge silenced immediately. Their displacement limits effectively forced us away from using the 302 competitively in NASCAR. They were determined to preserve their big block narrative at all costs.
But troubling questions remain. Why are detailed technical documents and records from that period strangely incomplete or absent from NASCAR archives? Were there unseen prototype engines or secretive test results deliberately erased to conceal a more complex truth? As we continue this investigation, you're invited to become part of a growing underground movement, a group determined to uncover the hidden truths NASCAR hoped would remain buried. The next revelations might completely rewrite racing history. How NASCAR's conspiracy created a legend. Facing NASCAR's newly implemented engine displacement restrictions in the early 1970s, Ford was forced to make a critical strategic shift. With their promising small block 302 effectively sidelined from top-level NASCAR competition, Ford refocused its motorsport ambitions toward the already thriving Trans Am Series, an intensely competitive arena governed by entirely different regulations, emphasizing handling, agility, and engineering precision rather than sheer engine size alone. Ford's response to NASCAR's restrictive environment was swift and decisive. Drawing from engineering insights gained through rigorous development, the company launched the Mustang Boss 302, specifically designed for the Trans Am Championship. Debuting in 1969, the Boss 302 quickly showcased its prowess with a balanced chassis, remarkable agility, and carefully optimized small block performance. Piloted by legendary drivers such as Parnelli Jones and George Follmer, the Boss 302 Mustang achieved a spectacular series of victories against renowned rivals, including Chevrolet Camaro Z28 and AMC's formidable Javelin. The culmination of this relentless pursuit came in 1970, when Ford secured the prestigious Trans Am Championship, cementing the Boss 302's place as an iconic American muscle car. Recently recovered accounts from racing team veterans and engineers reveal deeper motivations behind Ford's intensified commitment to Trans Am. According to these first-hand testimonies, Ford discreetly applied valuable lessons originally intended for NASCAR competition, meticulously fine-tuning their engines and chassis setups in private sessions away from prying eyes. These deliberate refinements, previously obscured by NASCAR's regulatory constraints, flourished openly within the Trans Am environment, contributing decisively to Ford's success. Robert Keller, a respected muscle car historian and collector who closely followed the racing battles of that era, noted,
"When Ford shifted to Trans Am, it wasn't just about winning races, it was about proving a point. NASCAR tried to limit what the small block 302 could achieve, but ironically, their restrictions only solidified its legendary status elsewhere."
Yet, troubling questions persist. Were there even more secrets behind Ford's move into Trans Am? By continuing this investigation, you join an underground movement of dedicated muscle car enthusiasts determined to uncover the forgotten stories NASCAR hoped would remain hidden. Guardians of the 302, Legacy and Modern Vindication. Today, decades after the Ford 302's controversial encounters with NASCAR, a passionate community of muscle car enthusiasts quietly continues to celebrate and protect this legendary engine. Far from the headlines and racetrack controversies of the past, these devoted collectors and restorers meticulously preserve original 302-powered Mustangs, Torinos, and Cyclones, treating each vehicle as an invaluable piece of racing heritage. At car shows, weekend meets, and private garages across the country, stories of the 302's turbulent relationship with NASCAR are shared among seasoned enthusiasts, many of whom vividly remember witnessing firsthand the engine's impressive track performances in their youth. Modern advancements in technology and automotive engineering have recently allowed experts to further explore and confirm what Ford's engineers suspected from the start: the incredible untapped potential of the original 302 small block V8. Through contemporary dyno tests, modern fuel injection systems, high-flow heads, and precision-tuned setups, engine builders are reliably achieving horsepower figures surpassing 450, well beyond what NASCAR officials ever imagined possible. Tom Keller, a respected contemporary engine builder specializing in classic Ford performance, recently remarked, "Ford understood exactly how capable this engine was from day one." NASCAR's restrictive rules weren't just about competition. They feared a smaller engine could genuinely rival their traditional big block philosophy. Today, with modern tuning and parts, we're finally proving just how visionary those original Ford engineers were. Enthusiasts who dedicate themselves to the 302 legacy proudly view their work not as a rebellion, but as a respectful continuation of Ford's racing heritage. Every original 302 we restore and maintain honors the engineers and racers who dared to challenge conventional wisdom, explained a Mustang collector and restorer. It's about preserving history, keeping the truth alive for generations of enthusiasts to enjoy and appreciate. In the end, NASCAR's covert attempts to restrict Ford's legendary 302 engine achieved precisely the opposite effect, inadvertently elevating it into racing folklore. Efforts to erase records, suppress prototypes, and rewrite regulations only fueled deeper fascination and amplified the legend of this iconic small block V8. The Ford 302 stands today not just as a powerful engine, but as an enduring symbol of automotive ingenuity and defiance against NASCAR's hidden agenda. History inevitably reveals its secrets, and NASCAR's attempt to silence Ford's 302 merely guaranteed its eternal place among muscle car enthusiasts. But uncovering hidden truths doesn't stop here. It's your turn to carry forward this forgotten legacy. If you believe in revealing motorsport's lost stories and celebrating the heritage of legendary muscle cars, you've already become part of an underground movement. Subscribe to Muscle Car Masters now to join a dedicated community of enthusiasts, collectors, and historians committed to reclaiming automotive truths. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below to tell us your thoughts on NASCAR's secret war against Ford's revolutionary small block 302. Together, let's preserve and celebrate the real stories of racing history, one engine at a time.